Welcome back, Pokemon fans. Angel of the Night here. We are back again with some more Pokemon Scarlet content. In the last episode, we ended up attending the Naranja Academy, and we decided to start out on our Hidden Treasure challenge. Basically, your treasure adventure. You got to figure out what you treasure the most, and that is to explore the Paldean region and determine. Now, we did get a phone call from Professor Jacques, and he says that we have been invited to the Land of Kitakami. Now, with this game, there are multiple possibilities. You can either go out and seek the gyms, you can go and try to find the Herba Mysticas, or you can go after the Team Star bases, essentially. The Land of Kitakami is a part of the DLC pack, which is available for download from the Nintendo Store, and it actually unlocks a larger portion of the Paldean story. So that's something that I think we're going to do, is we're going to go off to the Land of Kitakami. However, I will have to let you guys know that there are some scenarios where some trainers are going to be a higher level, and they're not going to be able to be battled. Plus, as well, our party Pokemon are going to be a lot higher level in the main game when we finish up with the actual DLC part. I did this with a Pokemon Scarlet copy, and we were like level 44 for our starter Pokemon, so we're going to swap some Pokemon in and out of the team as we go through the story mode. Okay? So let's activate the Land of Kitakami. So we're going to talk to this lady right here. Mr. Jacques said the students for the school trip would be around here. Are you? Oh, you must be. You're one of the students chosen for the school trip, aren't you? And your name was... Corey, ma'am. Corey, huh? Well, aren't you a polite one? You're positively dazzling. Oh, and you even have a Terra Orb. I guess Paldea is rich enough in resources for that sort of thing to be a common sight at this school. Unless that's not the case, are you perhaps an especially exceptional student? Oh, but here I go on, and I haven't even introduced myself. Call me Miss Briar. I'm so sorry I'm late. Oh, hello to you too, Corey. What a lucky scamp you are, getting to take part in a school trip so soon after transferring here. I sure am happy for you. I wish I could go too. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Briar. I got a bit carried away. Well, as Mr. Jacques so kindly stated for me, my name is Briar. I'm a teacher over at Blueberry Academy. That's a school in the Unova region, you know. Miss Briar helps set the curriculum there. This year is Blueberry Academy's turn to run our joint school trip and supervise the students. That's why I came here to collect you. We'll be heading to Kitakami, a land known for its picturesque fields and rice paddies. The place has a rustic feel, but there's also something rather mysterious about it. You see, the same energy present in Paldea's terrestrial phenomenon has been detected there. I'm hoping to do some digging into the matter myself, in between my supervising duties. Though I'd also appreciate the chance to take a good look around the great crater of Paldea. Ah, yes. Well, there's not much I can do about that without permission from the Pokemon League and Director Clavell. Oh, I know. I've already put in all the proper applications. I trust that I'll be getting a favorable response soon. Ah, well, Oh, sorry, Corey. Forgot all about you for a moment there. Anyway, the school trip. Think of it a chance to continue your treasure hunt on a grander scale. To search beyond Paldea's borders. I'll even provide you with a special update to your Pokédex app if you get out your phone. Yes, please update my Pokédex. I would like to capture and train more Pokémon. The Kitakami Pokédex has been added to your Pokédex app. And there we go, all done. Now you can go wild registering all the Pokemon you find around Kitakami too. Oh, and don't worry about a permission slip for the trip. I already cleared things with your mom. You just go and have fun. Your Mr. Jacques is quite charming, isn't he? Delightfully direct when he wants to be. Now then, Corey. It's quite a trip to the Land of Kitakami. I hope you don't mind flying, or long bus rides. Let me know as soon as you are ready to set out, won't you? Well, I think we're going to set out, boys. Are you ready to set out to Kitakami, Corey? Yes? Great. We'll set out together as a group once the other students arrive. I hear you were all chosen for this trip by lottery, so this may be the first time you meet. I know my role is to chaperone you kids around, but I fully intend to have fun on my own while I'm at it, just so you're aware. By the way, do you know of the Scarlet book? Never heard of it. Really? Well, that's unexpected. I'm quite sure at least one copy was donated to this school. The author of the Scarlet Book, Heath, was in fact an ancestor of mine. I even have his original manuscript. Look here. These are the pages that were blacked out and made illegible in the published version of the book. A disc Pokemon. While separated from the research team in the crater's depths, I found a strange entity. Whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I know not. It bore a shell with layers of overlapping hexagons and gleamed brighter still than gemstone. Viewed as a whole, it resembled a mysterious, brilliant disc. A disc Pokemon? I have tentatively named this creature Terrapagos. I suspect that its very body is made up of the key materials that causes Pokemon to shine brightly and crystallize. The Pokemon depicted on these pages is called Terrapagos. It's a mysterious Pokemon that Heath allegedly encountered when he delved even further into the depths of Area Zero. Not that the general public believed him. It's my dream to find Terrapagos and prove that Heath's records were all true, though I have yet to be able to secure permission to enter Area Zero, unfortunately. But that's fine. It'll all be fine. All I need to do now is focus on the work that's in front of me. Miss Briar, we're all ready to go. Looks like the gang's all here. All right, everyone, to the Land of Kitakami. I know you guys can't see it, but there's a little Dragonite underneath the plane. All right, here we go. The hidden treasure of Area Zero. And the beginning is part 1, the Teal Mask. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have played through the DLC, as I've played through the entire game already in alternate game saves. I have to say that this DLC is well worth the investment if you do end up purchasing it. It adds a lot more to the story. It adds about 16 hours. And then, of course, the Blueberry Academy that's afterwards, once you've completed the game, also adds far more hours and content than what you can ever expect. So let's jump in here. We're finally here. My butt is killing me after all those hours of sitting. First the plane, then the bus. Well, you all survived the long trip. And we haven't lost anyone along the way? All here. Then welcome to the Land of Kitakami. This is the stage for all new experiences and learning opportunities you'll have out in nature. It's actually my first time here too. Why, the rice fields really are just dazzling. Up ahead is Masui Town. That will be our base of operations for the duration of the trip. Miss Briar, I don't feel so good. Uh-oh. All that travel must have given you a dose of motion sickness, Why don't we pause here for a moment and take in the sight of these fields? Now, Corey, I have a little request for you. Could you run ahead to the community center in Masui Town and let the caretaker know we're here? I would also be great if you could explain that one of the students is feeling unwell. I'm on it. I knew I'd be able to count on you. On your way, then. I'll look after your poor travel buddy here. Oh, George. I'm going to call him Georgie, because he's George. Oh, he definitely doesn't feel very good at all. Look at him. Poor little guy. All right, let's actually go backwards here. I want to see what we can see. There is a Yanma right there. All right, level 12. So as you guys can see, the levels have adjusted downwards. If you guys had gotten Area 0 DLC prior, they actually adjust down for this point in the game if you are starting out. If you've gotten it after the fact, after you've already beaten the main game, the levels go up to like level 50 or 55 or whatever. But I think it's best that we actually do this ahead of time, because if we can capture them at lower levels, we'll be able to use them in our Let's Play going forward. Yanma is number 3 in the Kitakami Dex. As Yanma surveys its territory, it periodically stops to hover in place by flapping its wings at high speeds. Now again, we're going to add nicknames to these as we take them out of the PC, just because I don't want to stop in the middle of our gameplay to give those to them. We'll cut out all the nicknaming in post. Now, there are a ton of items in this area, so I highly recommend to pick up all of the items on the ground. It'll help you after we get outside of the Kitakami area for sure as well, because we're going to have a lot of items that we wouldn't normally have. So this Pokemon here is Seawaddle. Seawaddle is a Pokemon from Generation 5 from the Unova region. It's native to that area. And when it evolves into a Pokemon called Swadloon, and then it evolves into a Pokemon called Leavanny. So Seawaddle is the sowing Pokemon. It's bug and grass. Seawaddle chews on leaves to make its clothing. It's trying to mimic the leafy garment Leavanny first dressed it in. So when a Seawaddle is born, a Leavanny actually makes its clothes. Okay. There was a Poochyena and a Spinarak there. We're going to get those here while we're at it. Again, we're trying to go for full dex completion. And in this situation here, we definitely want to get all the Pokemon from the Kitakami Dex as well. All right, there we go. We got ourselves a Spinarak. Now, Spinarak was first introduced in Johto back in Generation 2 on the Game Boy. And it is the string spit Pokemon. Even while there are prey ensnared in its nests of spun thread, Spinarak will wait motionlessly until darkness falls. Doesn't want to get caught in the act. Plus, kids, you don't really want to see what's about to happen next. So Spinarak is actually number 1 in the dex. Hey, Poochyena, get back here. We need a little puppy Pokemon. Okay, here we go. Catch this little guy. Catch ourselves a mighty Poochyena. Did not want to go in the ball. Okay, here. Oh, not yet. Do I have any Pokemon that can weaken it? That has no attacks. That's interesting. Can I teach anything to it while we are in battle? Nope. Alright. I'm just going to try the Pokeball there again. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you become over-leveled. Almost got it. I'm kind of hoping it attacks and they get paralysis. Because I know if I go for a Nuzzle, I'm not going to be able to catch it. There we go. Only took a couple of Pokeballs to be able to obtain it, but we got it. We got that Poochyena. Alright, Grumpy is almost 9 to 10. Poochyena, the bite Pokemon. It bears its large fangs and barks vigorously to try to intimidate opponents, but this is actually a manifestation of its cowardly nature. Watch it be like adamant or something. I really like the 3D model that they made for Poochyena. Looks really cool. That is a sleeping Poochyena. We'll get that item here in a minute. We're going to go all through at the back area here. So, we got Yanma already, yes. Those are Sea Waddles. Okay. I really like what they did with the expansion. They made it feel the same, but different all at the same time. They did a really good job. Okay, let's get this item here. And I can't apparently ride Koraidon right now. Why is that? Okay, let's get this item. Grassy terrain. Ooh. I like grassy terrain. Now. Oh, it just decided to attack. Alright, Yanma. That's cool, man. We're gonna go for the Nuzzle anyway. Oh, actually, we didn't actually knock it out. That's good to know. Now, there is an item up there by that tree. I don't know if we can get there without having Koraidon. Now, there are some places that we won't be able to go. We'd have to come back for, obviously. But there are a couple of trick jumps we can do to get to where we need to go. I did test it out in another playthrough that I did, so we'll give it a try. Personal playthroughs, of course. Alright, actually, we can get up there. Oh, we can't. So close. Hey, there we go. We did it. What is this? Okay, all around Paldea, you may spot gleaming crystals emitting brilliant beams of light. If you investigate one, you'll be able to take on a Terra raid battle and try to defeat a powerful Terra Pokemon. It looks like it's a steel type Wooper. We're going to challenge alone here. So when you do the Terra raid battles, you always have 3 people paired up with you. You can go online and get people to join in with you if you wish. I'm just going to use the AI right now. So it's going to pair 3 AI characters with me, and we're going to take on this Wooper, and then if we can defeat it, we'll eventually be able to capture it. Now, if you look at this Wooper is actually different than the Paldean Wooper. This is the original form of Wooper. The original regional variant. It actually stemmed from Johto. And it is a steel type. because you can see the little hat up there. That little hammer means that it is the steel Pokemon. Just barely got it. We just need to get another good hit onto it there, and we'll be able to capture that Wooper. Let's go for the Nuzzle. Now, when you throw a Pokeball in a Treaure raid battle, it's 100% guaranteed that it is going to catch the Pokemon that you're going to be up against. So don't waste things like your Master Ball onto them, or, you know, any specific fancy balls that you may have, unless you want them in that ball. Because again, it's going to be 100% capture. You could throw a Pokeball and it would be fine. So we take a look here. The rewards are Experience Candy, Extra Small and Small, Wooper Slime, Health Feathers, Raspberries, Tiny Mushrooms, and an Asperberry. But the best part is that we also got our Wooper. Now, of course, Woopers are going to be all over the place here, so not really a big deal if we caught this one or caught one out in the wild, but the fact that this one has a Steel typing for its Treaure is quite nice. Means that if there's a Grass-type Pokemon that we're going to be up against in the future, it won't be 4 times weak when it's a Quagsire. Wooper is the Waterfish Pokemon. A transparent mucus membrane covers its body. Touching it barehanded will cause a tingling numbness. We're not going to give it any nicknames. Right to the box it goes. And let's keep searching around the area. And it looks like there is a Cutiefly. We're going to want to catch this one here as well. This is a fairy Pokemon. Now, we're just going to go throw a Pokeball at it. There we go. We got a crit catch. Now, crit catches aren't 100% guaranteed, but they do have a higher chance than normal. Okay, Grumpy is level 10. Same thing with our Magikarp. Cutiefly is the bee-fly Pokemon. When it senses the auras of people or Pokemon who are having fun, it will draw close and give them a painful poke with its long proboscis. I don't know. Proboscis? I think I said it right. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. Okay, let's keep going on here. Looks like those are all the Pokemon that we've already caught. There is a trainer. Let's get that trainer. Get these items while we're at it. There's a guard spec. Alright. Go, go, go! Geodude, my favorite little round buddies. Easy to pick up and carry with me. Alright. The Festival Boy has sent out a Cantonian Geodude. Let's go for the arm thrust here. And the best part about the arm thrust is that it actually ends up breaking sturdy. However, not really a big deal here at this point. Okay, here's another arm thrust. And Geodude goes down. How many Geodude does this kid have? I think I'll stay in, please. Okay, let's go for another arm thrust here. I should really try to get sponsored by Yeti. That'd be really cool. I use your stuff on stream all the time. Ooh, that Might-Yenna is not a Pokemon you're going to want to mess with just yet. Pretty sure that's going to be a really high level Might-Yenna. But you know what? Let's give it a try here anyways. Let's see if we can actually take it or not. We are like, what, level 20? Okay, he's got the Intimidate. Level 18. Alright, let's go for the Nuzzle. And we got the Paralysis. Okay, let's go for the Thunder Shock. Come on, Pop-Tart. I wonder if we can actually capture it at this point. I'm going to use a Great Ball here. Because it's an evolution, it might have a lower capture rate. There we go. We got ourselves a Might-Yenna, which is actually the evolution of Poochyena. So Might-Yenna is also known as the Bite Pokemon. They faithfully follow the orders of their leader. Prey targeted by Might-Yenna is never allowed to escape the outstanding teamwork of its pursuers. They look so good in this game. They really do. The models of Might-Yenna and Poochyena look very good. Alright, just take a kind of a peek around, check the trees. Nothing in the trees. Let's keep going here. Poochyena all over this place. Now there are TMs and items pretty much hidden everywhere. So again, keep an eye out for items and TMs. Now, how far are we into training Pomo? Okay. Come on, Pomo. As you can see here, we're going into a cave. And there is a gazillion Geodude. Now, definitely going to have to catch one because it's part of the Pokedex. But not one of the Pokemon that I really like to have on the team, really. I've used Geodude so many times throughout my Pokemon life that it doesn't really excite me that much anymore. You get them fairly early on in a lot of games. Geodude, the rock Pokemon. At rest, it looks just like a rock. Carelessly stepping on it will make it swing its fists angrily. And according to Amber, it's a fighting type. That's a little reference to the Let's Go Pikachu Let's Play that I put up there not long ago. Okay, let's get out of here so we aren't attacked by a gazillion Geodude. Okay. Again, look at the trees. Look at the ground. Make sure you're picking up all items off the ground. There's a lot of stones and stuff in this area. Well, not this specific area, but this expansion DLC. There's a lot of stones that just lay around. So again, just kind of go back and forth. I'm a zigzagger. I don't like to miss anything. And if I miss something, I do go back for it eventually. Just be like, Corey, you missed something. And tell me what time code it is, and I'll go back and get it. I will. I'll fly right there. Okay, nothing in the trees. That's a Poochyena. What is this Pokemon? That's a Wooper. We've already got ourselves a Wooper, guys. We don't need another. Too many Woopers. Alright, this one has no Pokemon in it, but I will take that TM. Nasty Plot. Ooh, I like the Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot is always good. Helps raise your special attack. Sharply. Okay, so we have just gone around the bus stop. And we missed an item down here, so we're going to go get that item. Okay. Now, if we stray off to the right, we're going to get tied up in battles. We're going to get tied up in catching more Pokemon. We're going to avoid going to the right. What we are going to do is we're going to walk up this path. We'll come back to the rice fields here shortly, and we will get more items as we go along. But we're going to advance in the story here. I'm sure you guys don't want to see like 50 minutes of me picking up items off the ground, right? Hey, Poochyena, go back to the fields. Okay, let's get up here. Okay, here we go. We're into Masui Town. And who are these two shady-looking characters? Huh! Sis! Look! There! There's one now! So, you're one of those students who came from the Paldea region, huh? Wow, way cool. Hush, Kieran. I'm Carmine. Sorry, but I can't just let an outsider like you wander into Masui Town. If you insist on coming in, you'll have to battle me first. Come on, sis, you just want to battle, making this big fuss over nothing. I told you to hush, Kiki. Just ignore my little brother. Aw, man. All right, let's do this. Get in position. All right, it's time to battle. I must get into town to save my comrade from a certain death. I'm just kidding. He's just got an upset stomach. Carmine, I'm going to have some real good fun with you. I see the Munchlax on the sticker on the door. That was pretty cool. You are challenged by Pokemon trainer Carmine. And she has sent out a Poochyena. Let's go, Pop-Tart. Welcome to Kitakami. For your first experience, get ready to eat dirt. Hey, okay, how about you eat dirt? My Pop-Tart just destroyed your Poochyena. Good job, Pop-Tart. Oh. Oh. You know about type matchups. She's about to send in Vulpix. Would I like to switch my Pokemon? Absolutely not. We are good to go. Cantonian Vulpix, yes. It has been a very long time since we've seen a Cantonian Vulpix. Let's go for the dig there, Pop-Tart. Now, one of my favorite shiny Pokemon is actually a shiny Ninetales. I really like how it is silver and has purple on its tails. It's definitely a beautiful Pokemon. Okay, Vulpix down. Next Pokemon to come out is going to be Poltergeist. Poltergeist. Do I want to switch my Pokemon? Let's go out to Robin the Fletchinder. Come on, Robin. Show me what you can do. Poltergeist. Let's go for the Flame Charge. And not even a chance. Super effective. So Poltergeist is actually a ghost grass-type Pokemon. I have defeated Pokemon Trainer Carmine. You? Who are you? Something evolving? Yes, Tater Tot is evolving. Let's go, Tater Tot. And it has now evolved into a Vivillon, which means we can now add a new Pokemon to our party. So Vivillon is known as the Scale Pokemon. Fancy pattern. The patterns on this Pokemon depend on the climate and topography on the land it was born in. This form is from a mysterious land. Now, in Pokemon X and Y, Vivillon was actually introduced as a brand new Pokemon, and based on where you were with your game, for example, I was in Canada, whereas someone in Mexico or the UK, they would all have different patterns on their Vivillon based on the region the console was set to. Ours was always blue and white and had white specks on it. I believe that was the polar version. Wowzers! You went and beat my sis! I can't believe it! There's no way you should have been able to beat me! Fine. I guess you pass. Barely. Seems I've got no choice. I'll let you into town, but only if you become one of my grunts and do every little thing I... Oi! What are you doing? Causing a ruckus here. Here comes trouble. Come on, Kiki. We're out of here. But I... Wait up, sis. Hooligans. I feel like that's something you would say. Why, hello there, stranger. You must be one of the students from the Paldean Academy, right? I help run the community center here in Masui Town, and a fair few other things besides. I'll be looking after you and your group during your visit. I hope those two kids weren't giving you any grief just now, were they? Nah. Kids be kids. I hardly know what to do with the two of them, especially that Carmine. Always been a handful, that one. I apologize if she gave you a hard time. What's that? A member of your group fell ill down by the bus stop. I'd better get over there and give them a hand so they can make it into town. I'll take care of everything. You go ahead and get yourself settled in the community center. We'll catch up with you soon. Okay, let's go into the community center. This way, everyone. Corey, I owe you one for fetching the Caretaker. Our little travel buddy is feeling much better now, too. All right, everyone. This is the community center. This is where you'll be staying while you're here in Kitakami. The plan was to have you and the students from Blueberry Academy stay here together, but it turns out this space is going to be all for you, our visitors from Naranja Academy. Oh, right. Those two kids were originally from this town, weren't they? So, in you come. Don't be shy. Such an old person thing to say. And old people. Come on, everyone. Pack right in. Oh, no need to worry about your shoes or anything. You can leave them on in here. If they're extra dirty, just try to rinse them off using the washing station by the door. Nice and clean inside, don't you think? It's all newly built, so it's as good as anything you'd find in one of your big fancy cities. This here is a lounge. You can watch TV, chat, or relax however you like. And, well, let's see. Over there's the cafeteria, and the toilets will be down this way. When you want to get some sleep, please use the rooms down the hall there. We've got enough space that each of you can have a private room to yourself. So I think that about covers everything. But if you run into any trouble at all, don't you hesitate to talk to our fine staff at the desk. Thank you for the tour, sir. All right, kids. Do you have anything to say to the staff who will be taking such good care of us? Thanks for having us. Thank you for having us. I'm not going to scream that, guys. What a bunch of well-mannered students. I can already tell you're going to be wonderful visitors. So you just think of this place as your home away from home and relax. You must all be tired after such a long day. I know it's a bit early still, but why don't we have dinner then call it a night? We've got plenty of food ready for you all, so I hope you brought your appetites. All right. Thanks for dinner. You're free to spend the rest of the evening as you like in the community center, but remember that tomorrow the program will be officially kicking off. Don't stay up too late, or you might oversleep. Okay guys, we have just gotten ready to go to bed. We have an evolution we have to get a Pokemon moved out for, so we are taking Tater Tot out of the team. Tater Tot, it has been a pleasure training you, but we have to get some new Pokemon. Okay, now one thing I forgot to do before we left for Paldea was purchase a Soothe Bell. Now, the Soothe Bell is used to foster Pokemon friendship, and we do have a couple of Pokemon that do evolve by friendship. We've got Rocco here, we've got Chansey there, and if I'm not mistaken, we have one other here somewheres. Oh yes, Jiggy with it. Such a good name, Jiggy with it. There is also... Actually, those are the only three. So, I mean, I guess we could avoid it until we get back to Paldea. But let's find another Pokemon here we want to choose. Now, these two Pokemon here do not evolve. So, we're actually going to take them and put them over into this area here. And we're going to do that for every other Pokemon that does not evolve. Okay, so we are actually going to move Salandit over to the team. We're going to give a name for this Pokemon. So let's go into the summary here. Change the name. We're going to call this Pokemon Sally. Alright, and we are all set. So now we are ready to go to bed. And this is where the episode is going to end there today, guys. We will start fresh off first thing in the morning. If you enjoyed the episode, you guys know what to do. Be sure to post your comments, hit that like button, and if you are new to the channel, why not hit that sub button? Doesn't cost you a cent, and it's a great way to support a fellow Pokemaniac. Alright guys, take care, have a good one, and peace out.